are tired of women.
That's no good. This. Come on, man.
Clap for that, you stupid bastard.
To front basket.
Hello.
Hi.
So you were wanting. So we have like a double door situation over here.
I wish
like,
you guys could see it. Our French doors.
Yeah, and
Beautiful French doors to our balcony.
it's like the biggest way to cool down the room we're in right now.
Yeah.
And Sean was like, "I'll close them before we start," but I'm kind of curious to see. You might get the ambiance of our neighborhood. Plus, if it gets like over the top, then we will close them. But
Yeah. Contrary to popular belief, you guys, we actually moved into a neighborhood that there is a BLM rally every single day. It is Pride Month as well, so it's like there's the new Pride flag waving everybody. You can hear people shouting in the street. Right now they're taking a little 15-minute, a little 5 actually. Everybody took a 5. So that's exactly.
I'm gonna come.
Yeah, that is. Yeah, we've got a beautiful space out here. Constant rallies, constant peaceful protests.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's why I have to call out of work every once in a while because they're just blocking the streets, you know, and proudly so. I march with them on those days, you know.
I've not seen any pride stuff.
No,
around
there's
here
not
at
a
all.
single thing here. It's all that was all sarcasm. That was not real.
No, like I mean, like in Long Beach in general. Like I think it's just
No, yeah, it's gone.
Mm-hmm.
No, yeah, we stomped that out quick. Like little ants. We just fucking crushed them.
Mm-hmm.
No, yeah, like the parades and shit have not really been. Well, Pride is usually the Pride parade is usually at the end of the month, right? Last weekend of June. I think like they do it on like Saturday and Sunday in the last weekend of June. That I've experienced. I don't really know, but usually it's towards the end.
I think like Pride's gotten so convoluted, and like last year, like so now like this one, it's like black trans women or whatever is like like they just can't like it's just it can't be.
I'm super excited to see what they're gonna innovate for next year. Because we already kind of know the docket for this year, but
probably like trans robots or something. I don't know.
that's gonna be
Yeah,
cool.
trans Amazon robots, like where
Sex
Amazon
worker robots.
sex worker robods.
They are a part of
They're
the
coming.
LGBT community.
Yeah.
Which is fantastic. I'm super stoked about that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was gonna say like, oh shoot, what did I do? What was I just gonna say? Oh yeah, like our neighborhood. We've talked about it before, but like there's only like one house in the neighborhood that has like a sign that's like, in this home we believe in science. We believe women are equal.
The sign you can buy on Amazon.
Love is love. Yeah, the number one result when you type in like neoliberal sign.
I'm actually curious. Let me see if that actually is what shows up. Hang on 1 second.
Hello, Greg. We've got Tom. We got Evie. Welcome, you guys. Yeah, the number one neoliberal sign. Yeah, look up like what would it be like? Neoliberal sign is what you're gonna look up.
That's not how you spell sign.
It's SIGHN. SIGN. Yeah.
Trump. Some Trump.
Let's see.
Yard sign.
Yeah, just some Trump yard sign.
Let's try Trump yard sign.
Trump yard. You're gonna get like Trump support yard signs. Yeah, you're just gonna get like don't Trump on me
Trump
or whatever.
Resist yard sign.
Trump resist.
Oh god, it's
No.
also bad. It's also shitty.
It is so
Okay,
like
we're getting close now. We're like
yeah.
actually we'll show it.
Yeah, show it off. This is what love Trump's hate.
In rainbow.
Sleepy Joe has to go. This is all on Amazon, you guys. Anything you could possibly need is on Amazon.
Oh my god, I thought this one said like supercalifragilisticexpialidocious sexist. This one here.
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
That'd be so good.
Wow. Oh my god.
Oh, here we go.
We believe
There it
Black
is.
Lives Matter, love is love, feminism is for everyone, no human being is illegal, science is real, be kind to all.
$27.
That's insane.
Wait, is
who's
there
it
like
sold by? China?
By Visit Signs of Justice store.
Oh god.
Let's take a look.
Let's take a look at what their deal is.
Oh my god, we can
Stands
buy
in solidarity
so we can
with
buy a
BLM.
10-pack for $119.
Holy
Healthcare.
shit. That's
Dude,
a deal.
This is okay, we found the neoliberal store.
This is it. What are they called? Signs of justice.
Healthcare heroes, thank you, of course.
Yeah, incredible.
Of course. Please drive slow, kids at play. Kids at play. Like, this is probably like oh my god, this one too.
Oh my god.
So-
Yeah, you've talked about this before.
I created the most controversial post in our next door ever.
yeah,
like, based
did
on
you?
like
I don't think we ever talked about
talking
it.
about signs like this. Like, where do you think that these like no shitting on the lawn dog signs create more shit or less? Because I have found them to make more shit on your
So
lawn.
much more. Yeah.
Because everyone's like, well, my dog shits. I can't really control when he or she shits. So
Yeah. Oh my god. Wait. I hear birds chirping. This is the Pride Month
I
podcast.
kind of like it.
we
Yeah,
needed.
yeah. I think we can do this one with the door open. You'll probably hear some hip hop music and
Maybe
some
some
birds.
sirens.
Yeah.
But this is so nice.
Uh,
Health to our essential workers and healthcare heroes. Thank you.
So like this is the most neoliberal sign page of all time.
That is so funny. Let's see. I mean, do they what? Go to like their about page.
Where do I find that? Social justice, like signs of justice, like a little handshake here.
Do they have a website? Signs of
let's
Justice. If
see
you just
here.
click on their icon, maybe. Oh, we're on the home right now. So
let me get off the.
this is incredible. Yeah, switch on over. Yeah, just really incredible stuff. Signs of Justice. Yeah, they have to. Yep, signsofjustice.com, you guys. Let's take a look at the about, I guess.
Okay, hang on a second. So like, we should just like see what they have. No, I don't want to stay informed.
Stay
Thank you.
informed.
All right, bumper stickers. Let's see what they have. Of course,
Oh
like
my
Black Lives
God.
Matter
Yeah,
stickers.
yeah. I
They
mean, of
sell for
course, yeah.
profit, by the way. Like,
Right.
Um,
Well, we can actually
oh
find
my
out.
God.
Oh no, that's they fit all of that on a bumper sticker. That whole sign, Black Lives Matter, enough to.
I don't know if I
What?
can stop. Oh, there we go.
Black Lives Matter enough to end police brutality, cease the war on drugs, which we agree with.
Yeah.
Eliminate mass incarceration, which we agree
Agree.
with. Support schools and affordable housing. Create a fair jobs economy. Pay reparations to Black America.
So two and
That's
a
a
half out
bumper
of
sticker,
two and a
though.
half out of what? Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Like 2 and a half out of 8 are kind of like a reasonable idea. Let's see here. What else they got?
It's amazing what they're able to fit. No
my
way.
God.
Imagine meeting a white person with an MLK sticker on their bumper.
And it would only be white people who do this.
Yeah.
Like,
No. Yeah, of course.
All right. So who we are? Oh, of course. Because like
We are Jamisa and Brian Oakley of Portland, Oregon. Of course, it's Portland. Signs of Justice. Oh my God.
dude, this is like the most neoliberal shit ever. It's so good.
It's a really like what you'd expect to see from this is how you'd expect the white man who owns the business to look like.
Yeah, but like just read the description here. It's pretty good.
We are Jamisa and Brian Oakley of Portland, Oregon. Like many others on election night 2016, our family was left in shock and disbelief. Is that really your whole life?
Yes.
Shock and
Yeah.
disbelief over the election?
Yep. Yeah.
How could a man who campaigned on hate become president of the United States? What would this mean for our values of love, decency, and inclusion? How could we rise above the oppression and make an impact? With inspiration from some like-minded friends, we realized we could utilize our professional skills and resources. Our family already owned and operated a small commercial sign printing business. Why not use our vocation to benefit social justice? Through visual displays of art and solidarity, we can inspire resistance and action. Love will win. We want to partner with individuals, organizations, and movements to advance progressive causes. We want to help grassroots efforts raise funds and reach more people. If our sign art inspires you, please consider making a purchase. If you want to see others displaying solidarity graphics at homes and events, please ask about our social media links and simple
So I'm
fundraising.
curious if they show that because they're not saying they give any of this to charity. They
Right.
just make a profit off of selling these signs.
There's been no indication.
Okay, let's see. Advance progressive causes because of your signs. Like, do you give anything to charity? That's what I want to know.
Yeah, that's going to be like the number one.
In terms of no, they don't say they do anywhere.
Not on this page, baby. Not on this website at all.
So they don't. They literally like make profit off of like human suffering. That's amazing. Of course. That is the most neoliberal thing on the fucking planet. Like, of course.
Right. There's not a single like affiliates page where it's like, here's who we donate to.
And they wouldn't even have the integrity to not like sell the show on Amazon too. Like they still sell it on there.
Of course.
Amazing. That is so
fun.
fucking good.
I love it.
Yeah.
It's so much fun.
Yeah.
But there's only one of those signs in our neighborhood.
Yeah, there's only one. Yeah.
Even though our neighborhood is predominantly like black people and brown people.
Yeah, mostly black, I would say, is like primarily, yeah. But yeah,
amazing how that works.
And the people that have it in their lawn,
care.
like I don't know if they're actually gay, but they appear to be gay to me, like a gay couple, yeah. Which is just like, guys, like, you know.
Yeah.
I've seen like one hand drawn Black Lives Matter sign.
Yeah.
But that's the only one I've seen, like, other than that one in the lawn. And it's like funny, actually. I don't know if you've noticed, but the sign was knocked over for a while, and now it's not on their lawn anymore.
Wow.
That never-ending.
We believe in science.
Neoliberal sign. Yeah. So I'm actually curious. I'll go look tonight to see if it's actually off their lawn, which I think that it actually is.
Yeah.
But I did see one of the pride flags with the trans stuff that kind of, like the ugly, like where the colors are just like too much, and it kind of like has it didn't have the black and brown lines, but it had like the trans lines that come in like this.
Wait, diagonally?
That's kind of like perfect, right? Like it's just like where it's just invaded this fucking issue, like just from the edges, you know?
Oh my God. No, I don't think I've seen wait, is it like a chevron on the left-hand side of the flag, or is it like straight from the top coming down?
Here's the flag, like an American flag, right? Like stars would be over here. The two trans lines come in like...
I have seen that, yeah.
Yeah, it's like that, yeah.
Yeah, I've also seen one recently. Adam Eli posted it, actually, our favorite influencer.
Our favorite, yeah.
He posted a new one that's the rainbow flag with the black and brown stripes coming in like a chevron diagonally in an arrow. And then the trans colors, the pink, the blue, and the white. Dude. And then the intersex colors. Which are like purple, yellow, and something else.
So first of all, like Pride Month to me is the most ridiculous show on the planet. Like
it really
I don't need this. I don't need a fucking parade to tell the world how I fuck. Like not interesting to me. I don't care. So like it could be done away with. I mean, it made sense, I guess, when there were people that were like, it was like from a societal standpoint, it was accepted to be bigoted on like a grand scale. It kind of made sense to have it. But now it's like, why? Like, why are we doing this anymore? Like, you know, Long Beach, I think, like where we live, like has the second largest pride parade of like any state, I think, or like any area. Yeah. But it's not happening. It's like funny to watch like the arguments on Nextdoor of like, why do you guys need one? Which I kind of agree with. And then also like, we can't do it. It's our month. We should, it's ours.
That's 2 years in a row. We got usurped.
I can't go out and be shirtless and hot. It makes me sad.
Dude, and I wholeheartedly agree with that sentiment, but I will say, like, I am jealous that I don't have a body like that to be able to fucking just wear a Speedo at Pride.
Dude, if you went out just wearing a Speedo at Pride, like, you think you're whatever skinny, but you would get easily sexually assaulted in about, like, 2.5 minutes. It would definitely happen.
Me?
Yes.
Me specifically.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We might have to put it to the test.
Del Reese, hello.
Hi, Del Reese. Oh my gosh, thanks for being here.
So
Orientations unite. It's like Voltron into a really ugly icon.
Dude, it's hideous.
So hideous.
It's so fucking disgusting.
Dude, the colors of the rainbow are ugly. Whoever decided that those would be our colors was not gay.
Well, like
bad taste.
Well, that's the thing, right? So like the black and brown stripes they added, which have nothing to do with sexuality at all.
No, yeah.
And neither does transgender really, but like whatever. Like it's now like okay, so you took all the colors of the rainbow, all the Lucky Charms, and you smashed them into what those colors make, which is black and brown.
Yeah.
And I don't know what the messaging anymore. I have no idea.
Yeah.
And again, like what's so funny is like, you know, obviously the corporate pandering we all see, and then every company in Saudi Arabia did not change their icon on Twitter or
no,
whatever.
Of course not.
You know,
Bethesda Russia, Bethesda Middle East. There's that meme that went around like 2 or 3 years ago, and it's the same every year. They don't change their icon, but every other Bethesda Twitter account changes.
And it's almost stupid to talk about because it's like, well, yeah, of course. You know, like they want rubes, like neoliberal rubes to buy their shit.
Yeah.
Like, and I would buy Bethesda shit anyway. So it's like, who is consuming Bethesda's products, which is like a gaming developer, who's like buying their shit that wouldn't until they saw them change their icon to this, unless they felt like they were like bullied into doing it, which is probably what it is. It's like
Yeah.
someone would write a fucking think piece about it. Probably like what's her fucking name? Which I think would be a good segue into her.
Who's the fucking? Oh, Miss Zini Jardin.
Yeah.
I think it's pronounced the French way. Zini Jardin is her name. She tweeted, Ghislaine Maxwell and Jeffrey Epstein are/were both gay. This is fact, not conjecture.
That's a
Tweeted on June 4th in the middle of Pride Month, sweetheart.
That's a very solid statement. Like, just very clear and solid. And she has a different profile picture now, but the one we have on our thumbnail is
That's
what
her.
she looks like. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because she looks exactly like you expect her to. And she's like one of those gaming activist journalists, you know?
Yeah. I'm
Where it's like-
wondering, like, what the fuck was this tweet even about and why? Even if they were both gay, who cares?
And why would you
They
want to claim
abuse
them?
children?
Like, who cares?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Why do you want to claim them? I don't
Yeah.
want them.
Ask Victoria what her secret was, for starters, but there's plenty more where that guy came from.
I don't even know what that follow-up
So she
is
made her
about.
career on basically like articles saying that Laura Croft's tits are too big or whatever, which is so weird when women come into the gaming sphere and they try to say that things need to look different for whatever reason, and then you have a character like Chris Redfield and like all the men playing video games, like his biceps are so fucking big. I wish I was him. He's so fucking cool.
Yeah, he's so hot.
And it's like, nobody cares that Laura Croft is hot and has big tits, like big, juicy, giant milkers. Nobody cares. But these women who have never played a video game in their life come in and decide to dictate what happens and inevitably make things that are art worse. Always. She has like a follow-up here.
My sources are people who were close to them. But real talk, 1. What straight man walks around Manhattan in monogrammed bathrobes and slippers? 2. Only a dyke who hates dresses could wear a good dress that badly, and that many times as well. And I do love me some dykes. Don't get it twisted.
So she's trying to like retcon this as a joke because it like didn't go well for her. Kind of seems like it now.
No, I think she's serious. I think she's too self-serious to make a joke about this.
Yeah.
It's insane that she would say this.
I can see like Ghislaine being like a power dyke, but
Yeah.
yeah, Jeffrey Epstein not so much.
No, he raped many girls.
Yeah, I don't know, man. And like also too, like it also was like a crazy disrespect to like witness testimony or like victim testimony.
Yeah.
Whereas like, you know, they said like very outright that, you know, he was involved, this happened. She never participated in it, but like it's funny, like if you go on Reddit and you like read I might have been human traffic stories, it's like it's always like a demure woman who sort of like lures the other women in.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's just ridiculous.
Truly, it's so funny that this is like her contribution to society.
Mm-hmm.
Jeffrey Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell are gay. Okay.
There's a video I wanted to play. I actually wanted to start it with this, but we had a segue for that, so I figured I would.
Yeah.
It's gonna be kind of a chaotic episode.
Fun.
Even when we take a week off, like we feel just so disorganized and ridiculous. Like so much so we have the French doors open, you can hear the birds, and surprisingly no sirens yet. Although I'm probably jinxing it. But I fucking love this video, and I don't think you've seen it.
Hello, my name's Jeff McCann. I'm running from mayor of Mobile, Alabama, baby. Hey, I ain't sending my makeup, but I'm still gonna run. I'm running for the mayor, I promise you.
Why did you take the vehicle?
Man, if I had a woman like you, I wouldn't even took it. Come on, Jeff. But I took it because God told me to. And guess what? God helped me do everything. I steal everything, man. I steal your heart, baby.
Come on, Jeff. Let's get in, buddy.
No, man. I had to do it because God helped me do everything. Good and bad, man. He helped me to get away from the police. But not this time.
Not this time.
But next time,
This
is my favorite part.
Did you take it?
no, I did it, man. He ain't do shit.
Do you have anything
I
to
did
say
everything.
about
Excuse
it?
my
Step in the car.
language.
Step up in.
I did everything. Hey, look, when I get out, I'm gonna steal a police car. Damn.
If I had a woman like you. Oh my god.
So yeah, I love that video so much.
That is so funny.
Yeah,
Well, I'm running for mayor.
I'm right. Well, first of all, like yeah, running
What
for
year
mayor.
did this come out?
This is brand new. Like this is.
Oh my God, this is like
June
a week
2nd.
ago.
Yeah, And
shit.
I think my favorite part is like this guy's like wants nothing to do with the media that's
I
like
don't
checking
know.
on him. And yeah, and then like
Did you take it? No, I did it, man. He didn't do shit. I did everything. I did
excuse my language.
When I get out, I'm gonna steal a police car.
Oh my god.
I am. He ain't do nothing. Why they gonna let you do?
What I love about this too is that like the cops are so amused by him that it's like
I'm gonna make it. I'm still gonna run. I'm running for the mayor. I promise you.
Why did you take the vehicle?
Man, if I had a woman like you, I wouldn't even took it.
Come on, Jeff.
And the dude's smiling. He loves it.
And guess what? God helped me do everything. I steal everything.
like yeah, he's like so amused by him. He's like, yeah, come on, Jeffrey, come on, let's go.
Wow.
Yeah, so
That
was,
is incredible.
yeah.
Genius.
So yeah, that was
so good.
that's how I intended to start it.
Dude. I mean, okay, this episode is going to be a very actually, you know, like I mean, like there's a lot of women in this episode that do not rock, and a lot of dudes in this episode that I think do rock. Well, that was one of the couple dudes.
That is a
does
dude.
Rock.
The-
There's
Jeffrey
another
rocks, yeah.
another dude's rock, which we'll talk about in a little bit. It might be like two dudes rock, one dude suck.
We were talking about Pride. Is that kind of where you're going with Dudes Rock on? I don't know where you're going with that.
Well,
one.
I mean, is Andrew Lloyd Webber gay?
Yeah. Let me
Great.
double check though. Actually,
Because he might just be a prolific. I'm pretty sure he is.
I mean, yeah, I think if you write musicals
you're gay.
for a living, but I'm
My entire life understanding is that he is a gay man, but now that I say it out loud, I'm like, oh shit,
we
maybe
probably
he's
should
just good.
be for sure. Yeah, let's see here.
He's usually gay and good at writing musicals go hand in hand.
They do. Nope, he's fucking straight.
What? Andrew Lloyd Webber is a straight man.
Yeah, straight, has kids.
What the fuck?
Like, wow.
What the fuck?
Oh, he's kind of like a conservative, which I guess like makes sense.
Andrew Lloyd Webber.
Yeah, very interesting.
He's prolific.
Yeah. So like, yeah, he's been like a giant fuck you to COVID rules and which kind of makes sense. It's like,
Yeah.
like there is that thing we've talked about before of just like you know, especially for like live performance, live theater. It's like every day we keep this going, even though the majority of people are vaccinated. Like people who would be a
Right.
theater audience are all going to be vaccinated. Like obviously, you know.
Yeah.
They just, I don't know. Like, and so like we live in California and we have Oprah, which is Gavin Newsom, as our mayor or governor rather.
Right.
Garcetti is our mayor, but
Gavin
like
Winfrey.
Gavin Winfrey. Yeah, well, Greg says Andrew Lloyd Webber has plenty of not amazing musicals, of course, but he's so like utterly prolific, and you know, Phantom of the Opera, I think, is whether or not you like it or not, is just seen as like culturally really important.
Yeah.
I'm not a musical guy, by the way. Like, well, Cats. He did Cats,
Yeah.
which is
The gayest. What the fuck is a jellicle?
I don't know, FIV, I guess, like you know, cat AIDS. I don't know. Like
Honestly, that would be a great analogy for it. Yeah. To get into the cult, you gotta
get cat AIDS.
get cat AIDS. Yeah.
Mhm.
They
Yeah.
induct you that way.
So yeah. Like,
Sorry, I know I'm throwing us all over the place here.
I am too. Don't worry.
Andrew Lloyd Webber is going to be to put a little end on that. Andrew Lloyd Webber is going to be opening Cinderella on the 22nd of June, regardless of COVID restrictions.
Yes.
He's like, I'm going to do it even if I get arrested, which is like a very dudes rock thing, and it's Pride months, and so musicals, gay, Cinderella, fuck COVID.
Just
Right?
because it's like it's not
free
making,
association here. Just
it's not
throwing
making any
things
sense
out.
anymore. It's like we here in California are like waiting for the June 15th date, and,
Yeah.
and then our tyrant governor is not relinquishing his emergency powers, and I saw an article today saying that like the state mandated rules will be workplaces. If one person is not vaccinated in your state, everybody has, or in your workplace rather, like everybody has to wear masks, which is going to create psycho shit. Like I mean,
Yeah.
like really psycho shit. And you know, and so like on top of him trying to justify his rules here is this.
So this is a tweet from Gavin Newsom from yesterday. It says, following the science has not only saved lives, it's also helped our economy come roaring back from this pandemic.
And I said,
and he tweeted an article from Yahoo News.
Right. And so, like I said, the Oprah-like handouts clearly aren't paying off, so Captain French Laundry decides to blatantly lie. There's no fucking way. I mean, like, and you actually broke it down just sort of with reality of why this is a fucking lie.
Yeah, I read the whole article, and they dance around the statistics. There's not a single number in this article, by the way.
No.
I read it, not a single like percentage or anything like that, just like relative comparisons. So basically the article talks about the GDP of California, how it took an extreme dip in 2020, obviously, and then it's starting to rise back up at pretty fast rates comparatively to states like Florida and Texas. But when you think about it, the GDP of California is the same as the size of Italy's. So, of course, if we have the GDP of an entire fucking country, then of course we're going to bounce back to even remotely close to that GDP. And that remotely close GDP is going to be leaps and bounds ahead of a state like Florida or Texas because they don't have the exports we have. They don't have the GDP, the starting GDP in 2019 that we had.
And we have every port, so like everything that got like shipped in, like on the West Coast, pretty much, like other than Oregon. You
Florida
know?
has like fucking Disneyland, dude. They have tourism. Texas has brisket.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah.
So of course our GDP is going to rise back to what it was, or rise higher than what Florida and Texas were. That whole article just literally dances around. And then they also mention Michigan and New York as strange outliers, even though they had similar draconian restrictions on COVID. These strange outliers are not bouncing back as quickly as California did.
Right.
And I wonder why. Maybe they don't have crazy economies, or their economies were already tanking, like Michigan with the car industry. It's like, duh. Of course, California is going to bounce back to even halfway to our GDP in 2019 or whatever.
And I also still think it's bullshit. I mean, like,
it's total bullshit.
Because, like, you know, again, like and because he's not going to like actually open shit up entirely, like on the 15th, which he said he would. So, like, again, it's just going to be this. So the 15th will come, and then September will come, where the federal government is not floating anything. And like I think Yelp said that 60% of all small businesses have closed. Like,
oh yeah,
or maybe 40 or 60, but either way,
permanently.
It's permanently. It's horrifying. So and a lot of those are here. I mean, we've seen it everywhere. Like, so both the DJ gigs I have, like, they're just gone. I mean, like the both of those like venues are just gone. Like, you know.
Yeah. Did Rockwell end up closing?
They're open. So they're open for only. I actually looked at it. They're not gone, but they have. Their hours are like so on Saturday night when I used to do a gig from 9 to 1 in the morning, that's like their Saturday hours are now 6 to 11. It's like their hours are like tiny to not pay staff because they can't afford it.
Yeah.
And it's all based on this fucking stupid shit. And and Dalry says, I'm glad Fauci is getting wrecked. He's a liar and main backer of the gain and function. Researcher FY, he personally made sure China got U.S. financial backing to do so, do said research. Yeah, like the Fauci emails, like actually surprised I didn't put in the note because like that happened like when we were taking our little hiatus. And it is, you know what's so funny is like we were telling friends, I don't know like what we said on here and what we've talked to friends about. Cause like we had like a very social week, like that we were off like with a lot of friends. And I think you can go back to like our first coronavirus cast we did or like podcast. And I said that, why is there so much pushback about this lab leak theory? Like it makes more logical sense to me that this lab that was 100 feet away from the
first case,
right, would make perfect sense that it would end up happening. And then we find out that, the NIH had a vested interest. And so like these in funding a Chinese lab, which by the way, why, why would we, and again, so like, Fauci's caught in this trap of like funding a government's research into weaponized viruses with a government that just lies, meaning the CCP, the Chinese government, about everything. But our media, to beat Trump, I guess, venerated people like Fauci and Cuomo who are fucking liars. Like, and also people, you know, so much of the Fauci stuff was that he's like this stoic person in the face of blah, 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 blah. He's a total fucking narcissist.
Yeah.
So much so that he can't get away from the camera for long enough to just let controversy surrounding him settle. Like, and also to just keep running his dumb fucking wop mouth in front of a camera in order to like just to even belittle the vaccine and everything. Wear 17 masks. Things shouldn't open up. It's like, bitch, just say what's going on for the love of God. Like, and so what was so funny about these Fauci emails is that they were acquired through a FOIA request from BuzzFeed.
Incredible.
To write
their first breakthrough in journalism.
To write a fluff piece article. In fact, like let me actually
Wop count one to brand.
Let me get the headline of the BuzzFeed article because I think it's hilarious.
Oh yeah. I mean, BuzzFeed did something good by getting these emails, but the way they used them, I mean, we'll see in just a second. So this is so funny. Okay, Anthony Fauci's emails reveal the pressure that fell on one man.
Right. So,
what the fuck?
So it's funny.
You're an adult. You are a professional. You're a doctor. What do you mean?
Well, it doesn't like my point more so is that BuzzFeed FOIA'd these emails in order to write this article, thinking that would be a
sympathy piece.
It would be like flawless, you know, and so like. What was so funny about it is when this came out, I'm like, I'm not going to read these 1,000 emails, but I'm like in the more right-wing circles I participated in, I'm like, oh, they're going to fucking find shit. Obviously, because even what I was reading in this, like the emails in this article, I'm like, ugh.
Really?
This is.
I didn't read this article.
It doesn't matter. I mean, like, you know, basically, like, you know, so much of it was about him saying in the beginning, even in emails to professionals, that the masks don't work. You know, so much of the mainstream media was like, oh, Trump's muzzling him. He went on MSNBC to say Trump was muzzling him. He couldn't go on Rachel Maddow's show because he's being muzzled. In the emails, though, he says that Trump has not restricted me from saying anything to the public.
Yeah.
It was everything he said was a fucking lie. I mean, he is a fucking liar. And it's one of those things of where, you know, pretty early on, we're like, why? Again, I know a lot of doctors, right? And they are insane people, like especially surgeons. I mean, it just becomes this thing where a human body is a car that needs fixing. There's no life or emotion or anything to this individual that is sick or dying. And the way that he would speak about it was so myopic that there was no consideration about the optics of kind of like how he was acting and what he was doing. And he continues to do it today. And I don't know why the Biden administration doesn't get rid of him, but something's happening, because after these emails got it's not leaked. I mean, they literally got, and all the ones that like did, like, so someone sent him an email, Fauci an email about you know, gain of function research, and then he gives a response, and they redacted his response.
What?
Which just tells me that he was guilty.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like
that should be really fucking illegal for them to like take a FOIA request and just redact the most important parts.
But it's also at the same time, it's like it's to the government's to our government's not in our best interest, because we just know that he's saying something that makes him look bad.
Yeah,
you know, and so like, or maybe he said something more nuanced, but we don't know now. But if you redact it, then obviously we just assume he said something bad.
Yeah,
and, like, or that makes him look bad. And so, yeah, dude, fuck this guy. Like, fuck him entirely. And again, like, the whole mainstream media is now culpable to venerating people like him and Cuomo, to dunk on Trump, and
they all turn out to be exactly what you expect.
As bad as him, if not worse.
Yeah.
You know, and like, and so we've been new, like you and I knew that, like, all the, like, you know, Trump was a blustering moron, but it's like all the hysteria surrounding him, we're like, why? Like, what are you so afraid of? What are you so angry about? And it was just to win. It was like literally just to win an election. Yeah. And we said it before, the only way that Joe Biden could have won the presidency was if this virus happened. It was like literally the only way. And they could turn everything against him to, you know, make him look terrible. So now we have a president who is demented and a vice president who is has no personality. I mean, literally no personality. So it kind of segues me into the next part, which is Kamala Harris didn't go to the border, but she went to Guatemala, and she said
Close enough,
and she
right?
said this somewhere.
This is my favorite thing to happen this week.
So it's important to remember how did Trump talk about immigration? Like, you know,
I mean, like,
you have to go. They have to go back.
go back. We
Yeah.
also remember like the famous speech where he was like the complete and utter shutdown of Muslims entering the country. Do you remember that? I mean, everybody has
Yes.
to. Like, that is indicative of his outright stance on like immigration and letting foreigners into our country.
Correct.
That's a direct reflection,
And
even though that was in regards to like terrorism, you know, like his weird, misguided whatever. But we know exactly how he stands on it, and he always has stood that way during his campaign. Maybe in the 80s he was like more like American dream for all kind of thing, but
I mean,
like when he was running for president, it was always like, yeah, close borders.
Yeah, I mean, like, well, and again, I mean, I think that, like, even, you know, you and I are progressives, but, like, even that, it's like coronavirus kind of proved that, like, you know, borders kind of serve a purpose, you know, like, in terms of, like, when there is a catastrophe, it's kind of good to sort of, like, you have to hand out money to, like, support people. It's kind of good to know who actually is, like, lives here, like, to not, you know, to allocate these funds or whatever. So, but again, like, so just keep very close in mind how Trump talked about immigration and was called a racist, xenophobe, whatever. And here's Kamala Harris in Guatemala.
Incredible. This crazy.
I want to be clear to folks in this region who are thinking about making that dangerous trek to the United States-Mexico border. Do not come. Do not come. The United States will continue to enforce our laws and secure our border. There are legal methods by which migration can and should occur. But we, as one of our priorities, will discourage illegal migration. And I believe if you come to our border, you will be turned back. So let's discourage our friends, our neighbors, our family members from embarking on what is otherwise an extremely dangerous journey.
So,
Oh my God.
I'm gonna come.
so
That's what immigrants need to say.
yeah.
I'm just gonna come.
I'm just gonna come. So I mean, like, what? Again, it's like I don't inherently disagree with anything she's saying, but it was their messaging about Trump saying literally the exact same fucking thing, the exact same thing. So it's not to me about a matter of like morals, because I don't know how to solve this shit. I have no fucking idea, but it's the utter rank hypocrisy and lies from these fucking people. I mean, they're so. Because, like, to me,
Insane.
like, the fact that she would, like, when she was running a campaign, even before she knew she would be VP, like, when she thought she could be president, the type of shit she said, babies in cages, like,
and we watched that whole compilation on the podcast.
all of it. Like,
babies in cages.
I posed to the audience, and some of you are unfortunately from Sean's Pokebreakers channel, so you're getting something that is so not,
my
like,
Pokebreakers channel.
well, ex-Pokebreakers channel.
Oh no, I got fired.
Oh, yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. I didn't get fired.
Um,
I'm too good for that. They would never.
Is she more or less or the same as Donald Trump?
She is the same.
The same.
Exactly the same, but different.
I think she's fucking worse.
Yeah.
I think she's a fucking worse person. Because, like, at least that fucking autist orange retard couldn't help but just say it out loud all the time. He's like,
Yeah.
I'm a dick. Fuck it. I'm a fucking dick. So, no, you're not
Yeah.
getting in here. You have to go back. Like, you know, but she...
The thing is, like, actually, Greg just brought up a candidate that's like, would probably do the same thing. Beto O'Rourke.
Oh, for sure.
Like, speaking in Spanish at the fucking debates. Her making her whole campaign like, no more babies in cages at the border. Like, and then the cages get worse at the border.
Not to mention...
They rename them and they get worse
Calling-
as soon as she's in office.
calling her running mate a fucking racist as her biggest national dunk on TV,
And then becoming his VP.
and then becoming his VP
And also, she's fucking racist.
She's totally fucking racist. It's so fucking funny, dude. And so little support that Tulsi Gabbard, who the media smeared endlessly, who nuked her political career in about 25 seconds, pretty much, got more delegates in the primaries than she did.
Yeah.
She is not popular with anyone. But this is the DNC's grand idea, is this fucking lady, who is, like, literally, she is a liquid. Whatever glass you pour her into, she'll take the shape. She is disgusting. A disgusting, awful person. And so, like, and again, like, I don't, like, the only reason why I make the Trump comparison is not because I think that Trump's a good person. It's more that, like, I respect people that are like, yeah, I'm a fucking asshole. I'm an asshole piece of shit. And it's, like, good to know. The people that pretend that they're not make me so fucking sick. They make me so sick. And, like, it's just all about integrity. It's just like, ugh. Like, and Hunter says didn't like her anyway. Nobody does. Nobody
liked her. Yeah.
And, like, so much so that, like, the K-Hive that is, like, they talk about it's all bots. Like, to upvote the comments, like, there aren't really people that like her. They get paid to like her.
Yeah, they're NPCs. And they are programmed to like her.
And what's going to happen, which is, like, what we, like, warned about, is, like, you know, look, Donald Trump was bad, blah, blah, blah. But it's like when Joe Biden finally just succumbs to whatever disease he has in his brain, she will become the nominee in 2024, and some scary fucking Republican will beat her handily. Because, look, I mean, like, the Mike Pence and her debate, Mike Pence is an awful, terrible piece of shit.
Yeah.
But he fucking manhandled her. I mean, because she just laughs and she has no ability to actually debate. And she has, like, and again, like, I mean, Tulsi Gabbard, when she bodied her, Kamala couldn't speak right for 4 months.
Yeah.
I mean, literally, it fucked her whole thing up. And the only thing they had of Mike Pence was a fly landed in his hair, and, like, that was, like, all they had. Like,
that was
all
the
liberal
thing.
media had.
And then fucking SNL did a bit on that. The fly.
Of course.
Yeah,
of course. So yeah, like, total utter piece of shit. Yeah. Brand, she is absolutely fucking liquid. She is, I mean, dude, so, like, in the 90s, she was only famous for dating Montel Williams. That happened first.
That's right, she did do that.
And then she sucked or fucked Willie Brown. And then suddenly became a viable candidate for California for Senate. I voted for her in 2008 because I didn't know anything about her. And then once she had that power, because, like, you know, again, at that time, like, in 2008, like, you know, her prosecutorial record was not clear. And then once it became more clear, it was like, oh my God, she's a fucking ghoul. And then, like, everything she did in California is basically what all the ACAB people would hate, which...
Well, she was a cop.
Oh, she is, yeah, the worst version of it. Like,
Yeah.
And again, like, you know, people say, like, with cops, like, you know, bad apples and, like, spoil the whole bunch kind of thing. Yeah, I agree. But at the same time, the people that dictate what the cops do and how they should do it, they're the fucking enemy.
Yeah.
Like, the like, again, I said it before, like, cops are the foot soldiers of the state. She's the fucking state.
Yeah.
She's the state. She's the one that dictates what they do. And so, yeah, fuck her. She's the fucking
Ugh.
worst. Yeah.
God damn. Evil. We have quite a few more things to talk about, actually.
Yeah, I know we do.
This one in particular.
Like, set this up for me, because I don't really understand what the fuck was happening. I did pull up an article. I think we'll explain it. But, like, apparently, like, Ellie Kemper's a Nazi, I guess.
So Ellie Kemper has been in recent headlines. It has been the slowest fucking week of headlines. The week of June 1st. Ellie Kemper has been in the news lately for being crowned at age 19 the Veiled Prophet Princess. And here's a fucking article from Inside Hook. Should Ellie Kemper be held accountable for the racist history of scroll back up, of a pageant she won at age 19?
No.
Like,
I had already answered that question. No. But
also, like, okay, here we go. If you happen to catch a glimpse at Twitter on Monday night, you no doubt found yourself scratching your head at plenty of rumors regarding The Office and Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt actress Ellie Kemper and what many were referring to as a KKK ball, with some even going so far as to assert that Kemper was crowned KKK queen at age 19 back in 1999. That is, of course, not true. which is exactly what I was gonna say.
Well-
I looked up this organization.
Like there was
Not
no
true.
no connection to
connection.
it, and you also made a great point that after looking it up that this organization existed long before the KKK ever was a thing.
Yes. So the KKK. Well, let's keep reading.
Yeah.
So there's no connection to the Veiled Prophet Ball with the KKK. It doesn't have any direct ties that are known to the public, at least. It does have a racist and classist history, they say, but there's no KKK connection. The racist and classist history, though, is not quite what you might think. I found this just by doing a Wikipedia search. So this was created in like the late 1800s. Yeah, literally 1878. It was founded by, let's see. The Atlantic explains that it was founded by white elites in 1878 to protect their position. Grain executive and former Confederate cavalryman Charles Slayback wanted to create a secret society that would blend the pomp and ritual of a New Orleans Mardi Gras with the symbolism used by the Irish poet Thomas More. From More's poetry, Slayback and the St. Louis elite created the myth of the Veiled Prophet of Khorasan, a mystic traveler who inexplicably decided to make St. Louis his base of operations.
So, put a pin. This is insane. This is an insane thing that insane people do. Like beauty pageants, which I think are like basically fucking toddler exploitation.
If they can be pedophilic, they can also be racist in their origins.
Yeah,
you know?
which I would probably assume it's safe to assume that both of these things go hand in hand.
So what I know about the Veiled Prophet Ball, which is where they crown the princess or the queen or whatever the fuck, from 19 something, like 1940s to like 1960s or something, they had like a black veiled prophet as well. Like they would crown a black princess as well as the white veiled prophet.
So they do like both?
They would do both, which is interesting, right?
And like how far back were they doing that?
How far back?
Like
1940s, 1960s, I think. That's what I read.
1940?
Maybe not 1940s, but like during a certain time there were black veiled prophet princesses.
So truly separate but equal in a strange way. That's very interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
Like during the Jim Crow thing. All right, interesting. Yeah.
But yeah, so I mean, look, like the other connection, because I don't want to read this whole thing.
No.
But the other connection, oh, that's outside. I was like, is that PETA?
No.
But the other connection that people like to make is that like the uniform. So the veiled prophet, like the king of the ball or whatever, the veiled prophet in the late 1800s used to dress in a red, green, and white hood with a white robe. That garb was not adopted by the KKK until 40 years later. There was no concurrent connection to their uniforms or anything like that until like the 1920s.
So why organizations like this, and how someone from Elle or whatever wrote some hit piece on her about this, or like whatever fucking person, I don't know, who cares? Like we know the kind of publication that does this.
Yeah.
Are the people that would not accept the fact that like the KKK was started by Democrats. Like do we really want to talk about this? Like
the Democrats would also start other secret societies to hold their position. It's like there's no shock.
For sure. And am I saying that because I'm trying to belittle Democrats today? No. I don't think the Democrats are the people that would start the KKK today.
No.
But it's why this kind of information is totally irrelevant. Like it's totally fucking stupid. And just somebody who was bored. It's like the Jardine woman. It's just trying to start a controversy where there isn't one, And I don't know, fuck it.
Yeah, I mean, I was saying like, and actually Ryan Grimm on Rising was saying like the week after Memorial Day weekend is like the slowest news week possible. So you're only going to get celebrity stories that will try to rile you up for no apparent reason. Although speaking of celebrity stories, James Cage White.
Yeah, so
this also happened in a pretty slow news week.
I don't think we ever talked about James Cage White on a normal podcast. I think we talked about him during debate. Oh yeah. But he's this Chinese man who has like a pretty popular TikTok.
He got pretty famous on Vine. First,
yeah, I mean it's usually like the Vine to TikTok pipeline is pretty strong.
Yeah, very.
But he made a mistake where he turned out to this.
Not cool, not swag. I don't like it.
What the fuck?
Not cool, not swag.
Not cool, not swag.
I don't like it.
So James Cage White, yeah, being a famous Chinese man. mainland China, right?
Yeah, mainland.
Let's find him. Yeah. James Cage White is hilarious. He's like, we don't know if he's like self-aware.
Yeah, but it's like been this like never-ending thing of like this is a bit or not, but
Yeah.
we don't know. So like, let me just find it. Like
He's
a video of
so
his.
funny and amusing to follow.
Because he's just, I mean, he's like so foreign. but
Like
it's,
almost every tweet is like, very cool, very swag. I like it.
me.
Yeah, let's find something good to.
Sorry, I can't hear that. So let me get this now.
I mean,
Hi guys, I'm learning Unreal Engine. I want to make a game using Unreal Engine. It's hard. Look what I have made in the past.
look at this game. Why is he on screen?
I'm singing.
Oh my god.
Can jump.
So maybe you all can help us because like we don't know we still, I mean, years later we can't figure out if this is a bit.
Is
or,
he like a really great like postmodern artist?
like also or like a Chinese psyop, like just to make them seem like harmless or whatever?
Hi guys, I'm learning music. Which of these notes are equivalent in duration? It's B, half note, half rest. I'm eating
Yeah.
ice cream as we work.
I gotta find.
Wait, yeah.
I
what
gotta
is-
find when he eats the egg as reward.
So, did you see that comment from Greg? We've had your testing comment pop up on the screen, like
Oh,
scheduled
it
for
sure-
whatever reason. It doesn't make any sense.
I'm trying to let me get rid of it. No, it must be scheduled.
That's
I'll
really
figure it
funny. I don't know how that's happening,
out.
but that is so funny.
Weird. Let me see if I can. How do I get rid of this?
Yeah, I wish
I'll
I.
figure it out
tell
later.
For now, just yeah. Well,
Back to the
yeah,
show.
back to the show.
So let me find his egg tweet because like
Oh my god. Oh, there's one.
That's not the.
It's not the
That's
one,
not the
no.
egg tweet, but like
There's one where he eats an egg
and it's like
scalding
boiling hot. Yeah. Okay, I'll find it. I've actually recommend everyone follow this. Although he now only people that he follows can respond to his tweets.
What? He
because
turned that off?
because of the event where it now turned into.
Not cool, not swag. I don't like it.
There was. Oh, there it is. There it is. This is the egg
Hey.
video.
Very yummy, very tasty. I like it.
So watch him eat this egg. So it's scalding hot,
It's steaming. You can see it.
Look.
Look at his face.
and then you'll watch. And the shell is still on the back of it, which is like really important. And then also the chewing sounds.
Very good. I like egg.
Oh my god, it's so hot. Oh, no.
It's too hot.
Who eats an egg like that? With the shell still on it. You can hear the crunch in his mouth.
Very good. Very swag. I like it.
I don't like it, James.
So now that he said he would beat his gay son,
Not
it's-
cool, not swag. I don't like it.
The other day he tweeted, hello everyone. I don't know what I would do if I had a gay son. I might have to beat him so that he could be normal.
so is that exactly because
He literally said something like
the tweet
that.
I couldn't
He deleted
find it.
all of his gay tweets.
Yeah.
Actually, maybe he had a few today. Oh, he did. So go back to from like today or yesterday, on his regular tweets, not the media. Actually, it would be media. He tweeted him with like a rainbow towel.
Oh,
Did
yeah,
you see
yeah,
that
yeah,
one?
yeah.
I wonder
That
if it's
was-
still there. It is.
yeah.
There it is. So because of his very staunch anti-gay sentiment tweet, he said today, check out my towel, very colorful, very pride, I like it. I respect LGBT, gay flag emoji, community very much. I wish them a happy Pride Month.
Yeah. So like that's how we can't figure out if it's a bit, but like also too like
Oh my god.
everything he does could be a bit. I don't know. I do believe he lives in China. Like I do believe he's like in China.
Yeah.
But like if he just is really good at trolling Americans with being super fobby, like you know, I guess like fresh off the boat is not like accurate, but you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
like where so this also happened. Wait, maybe he went to T Public now, but like check it out.
I sold a t-shirt in Redbubble, but I only get $4. In Teespring, I usually get $10. Teespring is better, but I can't go back. I can't sell on Amazon either. My country is not supported. It's hard.
So he
Not cool, not swag. I don't like it.
So he got banned. He got
laughing?
banned. His chest. He got banned from Teespring, which is like where he was selling all of his T-shirts.
Yeah.
I don't know if like people reported him or what, or if it even really fucking happened. Like if he didn't, because like this thing is so fucking intense and so deep with him like, and honestly, maybe I'm like being too conspiratorial, but like the fact that like he would delete the account to like to again for a bit, like I can't figure it out. I literally can't figure it out. And then he gets, because it's like his whole quest, like what made him amusing to all of us in the first place was like he's always out to get girlfriend, and then he gets a girlfriend that he's like suddenly marrying all of a sudden, which I don't know if that's like a Chinese thing, or I don't know what the fuck's going on, or like what.
Yeah, they got married in like 2 weeks.
Well, or like it's already happened. I don't know what the fuck's going on with that, but yeah. So, but yeah, you're Matt Watson from Super Mega. What did he say?
He beat gay son as reward.
Mm-hmm.
And then he immediately blocked Matt.
Yeah,
which is so funny to me.
Yeah. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I really don't know what's going on. If it's a bit or like what.
Yeah, he was like, I might have to beat my gay son to make him normal.
Oh my God.
It's fate.
Someone made a female James Cameron.
Oh wait, that might be Max Mofo. He's funny. Yeah. Oh, Max Mofo Burner. Yeah. So as to not get blocked. I'm pretty sure that's him.
Yeah. So yeah, it's giant like he is an enigma wrapped in another enigma. We can't.
It was spot on with that quote.
Thank you very much. Well, fortunately, I have Liza working for me.
I work with retarded children.
So, you know.
Oh, Liza. Best soundboard. The best thing to happen to our podcast is finding that Liza video.
But, yeah, I've kind of run out of shit.
No, we have another thing to talk about.
Thing? Okay.
In fact, we have 2 more things to talk about. Since we're already on the topic of Asian men, I want to talk about Andy No.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot to pull up the video.
Andy No, we've expressed our distaste with him in the past.
I mean, look, like, is Antifa fucking gay and lame? Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
is going to a freaking Antifa parade also gay and lame?
Yes.
Regardless of your affiliation, yes.
It's like dedicating your entire Twitter account to like critical race theory or whatever, and you talk about nothing else gay and lame. Yes.
Yeah.
Is being like, you know, socialist comrade, he, him, also gay and ridiculous on Twitter. Yeah. Like both sides, like that's the thing. It's like both sides of this Antifa argument will like take that as like a simple one are just the worst. Right. But, and like also too, this video, it's not particularly new. Yeah.
Not Andy. This one is so good.
Where is it?
Keep scrolling. I think we'll see it. Where is it?
I'll find it. There it is. I forgot where I searched for it.
Mistaken for Andy No.
That's not what I wanted because that's Cometown.
Oh, it's Cometown. So this is
so like so like this is like some random Asian guy at a like walking to work or to home or wherever, and at like an Antifa type rally. And because Antifa and far left people are just fucking racist in a different way, they assume that he must be Andy No.
Right.
So
this is so embarrassing.
Why? Who are you?
Why the middle finger?
What's your name?
Who the fuck are you?
Who are you?
Why?
Hey, why are you
Do you
here?
think that I'm Andy No? Is that what you're thinking? You racist cunt?
Oh my God.
Would you like to see my face?
Sure.
But I'm fucking sick of this. This is the second time this has happened to me. The third time this has happened to me at protests.
Yeah.
Like you're doing it intentionally. That's
Just be proud that you're not
Andy, what's wrong?
Yeah, just be proud that you're not.
I'm super proud that I'm not Andy.
Then
But I'm
why?
really irritated that you cunts stand here and put your
you're
middle fingers in my fucking
antagonizing
face.
us
You're a
on
bunch of
purpose.
racist cunts and you gotta
If you're-
stop.
if you're
Think
not
about why
Andy-
you're here.
if you're
Think
not
about why
Andy,
you're
If
here.
you're not Andy, then you wouldn't be antagonizing. You know exactly
Oh my
what you're
fucking
doing.
God.
You know exactly. Fucking piece of shit.
White women, dude. Racist.
Hold on. There's no logic. Hold on.
They make it this guy's fault. Of course.
It's always white women.
Always. And that's the thing too. Like, I guarantee you, like, nearly everybody in this crowd is white that are antagonizing this like random Asian guy
Because he, to them, somewhat resembles Andy
and
No,
like
so
literally
he must be Andy
literally
No.
all it is his haircut. Like, he doesn't look like Andy No at
Not
all,
at
even with a
all.
mask on.
Not
like,
at all.
He looks like almost half white and half Asian in some kind of way. He doesn't even look like totally Asian, it's literally just how his hair's cut, and he has like slightly Asian eyes. Like that was like the only assumption they made. And also like he wasn't filming them, so like why would he be Andy No? Andy No doesn't wear suits. He's like a doughy, slovenly Asian guy who like dresses up in riot gear and LARPs like these other retards do. And then like Andy No too is like one of those people where he like goes to these events and gets the shit beat out of him for attention, which is they both just suck so badly. And I wish there was just like a united front of both like leftists and people on the right. They're just like, he sucks, Antifa sucks.
Yeah.
Let's just find a nice Brand says white women, the minority you can trust.
Minority you can trust. That's so good.
It's just so
I mean, what a nightmare.
What a nightmare.
Oh my god, imagine. One more thing. The meat attack. The meat spin.
Yeah, the meat spin. I should have named the podcast the meat spin. So there was like another cyber attack, and they're now incentivized because the one that happened to the oil refinery, they got paid off like to release their equipment.
Good
like
Lord.
They got like $5 million to do it. So like now there is an incentive for foreign hackers to fuck with their infrastructure, because everybody who runs the computers at these different companies are running on Windows XP still.
Yeah.
And they're all boomers. So they open an email that says, you won $1,000. I'm like, oh, cool.
Click.
And they open it up, and then it installs ransomware immediately.
Well, okay. So the meat industry received a cyber attack. Well, not the meat industry. I think JBS is the name of the.
Well, they're like a meat packing thing. I have an article.
Part of the meat. Yeah, they literally supply what 25% of
it's a considerable
all of the United
amount.
States meat.
So let me get this here.
Oh yeah, you do have an article. Great. A cyber attack on food supply followed years of warnings. Yep. Virtually no mandatory cybersecurity rules govern the millions of food and agricultural businesses that account for about a fifth of the U.S. economy. And now the risk has become real. This is the article we read yesterday in the car. Security analysts from the University of Minnesota warned the U.S. Agriculture Department in late May about a growing danger, a cybercrime known as ransomware that could wreak more havoc on Americans' food sources than COVID-19. A week and a half later, the prediction became reality as a ransomware attack forced the shutdown of meat plants that process more than a fifth of the nation's beef supply, in the latest demonstration of hackers' ability to interrupt a critical piece of the U.S. economy. The hack the global meat packing giant JBS, last weekend is also the starkest example yet of the food system's vulnerability to digital threats, especially as internet technology and automation gain an increasing role across farmlands and slaughterhouses. But federal oversight of the industry's cybersecurity practices remains light, despite years of warnings that an attack could bring consequences ranging from higher grocery prices to contaminated food. I mean, look, like, this is the USDA's fault for not requiring better security over something that is a public good, basically, food.
Right.
Everybody needs it. So, like, the government should regulate it, the security of it a bit better.
And the fun part is that all of the price increases will deal with it.
They'll fall on us. Yeah. They won't subsidize meat prices for us.
Because
why would they do
up.
that?
Yeah, no, of course not. Yeah.
Not with our taxpayer dollars.
No.
That's going to bomb more countries in the Middle East.
Exactly. Yeah.
It is so ridiculous. Of course, we're going to have to stomach the cost. Due to the USDA's fuck up, or the government's fuck up. It could be the FDA, USDA, but
I mean, I think
it's both.
And again, like, I mean, you would think, like, after the oil refinery attack, like cyber attack, the entire government would be like, okay, like what other elements of our critical infrastructure need like more protection, more whatever.
Yeah.
No, and like also too, like, so like gas prices right now are fucking mental. You know, and
seriously, it's fucking insane.
And now, like, food supplies are being fucked with this kind of thing. Has Joe Biden or Jen Psaki said a fucking word about it?
No,
not a single fucking thing, dude. You know, I was thinking about it, like, so, like, not to you, but like to the people who listen to this. Take all of your emotions about Donald Trump aside, right? All of your partisan instincts, just literally pull them out of the picture and just think for a second. So Biden ratified and is going to keep Trump's tax cuts, didn't pass a $15 minimum wage. He surrendered the infrastructure bill. gave out vaccines, which is good, but it was set up by Trump's infrastructure he built for Operation Warp Speed. Gave a stimulus check, which Trump also did as well. You heard Kamala Harris talking about the border. So everything the Democrats campaigned on in order to beat Trump, are they doing any of it? And so now what we have is a total limp-dicked, dementiaed out grandpa opposed to a dickhead. So what's really worse? Like, on the world stage where the United States has no hegemony anymore, China has won. In order to talk to a country like China, which I don't think deserves any diplomacy anymore after COVID and like a handful of other things, would you rather have the bully dickhead or your grandpa who can't remember where he put his keys? I'm honestly asking that question. Like, if you literally can't detach yourself from your partisan angle, like what would you rather have right now? Because you have to admit, Joe Biden's policies are identical. Nothing has changed.
Right.
Nothing. So, border wall, they're building more now.
Detainment centers.
It's
rebranded.
Overflowing like everything. Yeah. The migrant overflow facilities now.
A subtle rebrand.
So it at the very least, what we had with Trump, the slow decline and burn of our country was funny.
Yeah.
Which now it's just not funny anymore. Yeah. So at least we could we could just burn down while laughing, and now it's,
Yeah.
Yeah, we saw it coming too. We knew. It's like why neither of us voted for Biden, but so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fun. In other news.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, your schedule.
My schedule, yes. So we're probably going to have to move the podcast. We haven't really decided exactly what time yet because I'm starting a new job next week.
Or day. It might change day or time. We don't really know.
Actually, yeah, it might have to change day as well. We'll see. It could change the day. It doesn't really matter too much to me. But if it works better for the audience for like Fridays, I don't know. But I don't know. I like having Fridays free, but it doesn't matter. As of right now, I have a job starting on Monday from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. So we won't be able to start the podcast at 6. It's about half an hour away with traffic, probably an hour. So I imagine we'll probably have to move the podcast to like 7:30, maybe even 8 o'clock.
I mean, would you want to do it after you work, or would you rather do it on a day that you have off?
I guess we could do it on a day I have off. That would be
so like
pretty
Friday
cool.
You would have off typically?
No. Friday I would work.
Saturday,
I work Monday through Friday.
So Saturday you have.
But Saturday and Sunday I'll have off. We can think about it, and we'll let you guys know. Just be sure to like follow us on Twitter, at Sean D. Castro, at the Fruit Basket, at Fruit Basket Pod, right?
Yeah.
And at Jordan Buckaloo.
Yeah,
all three of those.
Like anything official, like just if you just want to follow one, you can just follow the Fruit Basket one, because also to leave a comment or whatever, like not just in the chat, but like actually like when it does post or send it on Twitter of like what time would be the best for everybody that watches it to see it. Because I know like some people watch it after we do it live, some people watch it live. I think like Saturday at a normal time like might be kind of fun, but I don't really know. I have no idea. So
I would honestly do like a Saturday afternoon.
Yeah,
that'd be kind of fun.
That'd be really fun. So
we could,
because like this is not, this is like this never feels like work to us.
Never.
Like,
yeah.
If it did, we make no fucking money here. I mean, we do have like a handful of patrons. By the way, I posted on the Patreon, but like everybody so we had to like renew our streaming software, and people like Bran, Greg, Perry, Tom, my friend Jack, and then is that it? Is that all of them?
Is Greg on there? I forget.
I said Greg as well.
Yeah, sorry.
So like between all those people,
I zoned out for a second.
all those people, which is like about $40 a month, which doesn't seem like a lot to anybody, but
it helped us renew our streaming software. It helped us get these lights, the mounts for our cameras.
Pretty much everything that like makes this thing look the way it does is because like all the money we make on Patreon, or like, which is not very much, but like what we do make like only goes back into doing this, because it's like, for us, like, I mean, if you go back to like the first one you saw, it was like literally 2 cameras and we had to like cut them back and forth.
Yeah.
And then it was paying for the software out of like our own pocket. And then we started the Patreon, and then we started like kind of make money back on that. And then we upgraded the software. Then we bought like more mounts. And like when we moved in here, then we have like, now it looks the way it looks, which I think looks
This is
pretty
great.
pro.
Fantastic.
You know? But it's literally only because you guys.
Yeah. So big shout out to you guys for the support.
Never pressure to pay or do any of that kind of like, because I only have like one Patreon I subscribe to, and it's somebody who already makes a ton of money. So,
but if you're somebody who wants to say that you donated to queer causes this month because it is Pride Month, and you want to do it in a way that feels ethical to your own heart, because I would myself never donate to the ACLU. I would much rather donate to a self-made queer podcast.
Yes, yeah.
Like our own. So if that's going to fill your quota, you can hit up our Patreon. It's in the description.
And recommend this to all your non-binary friends so they can get mad at me for saying their existence isn't valid.
All publicity is good publicity. So if we can get some non-binary folks to get mad at us.
Steven, you don't have to donate. It's like
no, yeah. We're literally, you don't have, literally, yeah, I'm making a joke.
Yeah.
But yeah, tell your friends. Tell your friends about the podcast if you think they'd like it.
And I'm hoping we get to 1,000 soon. If
we already breached 600.
If YouTube
we're like
doesn't
a third of the way to 7.
Push the goalpost, then if people wanted to give like $1 or whatever, like when we're doing these, they can. But I feel like YouTube's going to fuck us when we get there. They're going to do something.
Oh, yeah. They love our holes.
But no, don't, because like again, like I'm like teetering on broke to comfortable, so it's like the idea of giving money to things that I don't consume on a regular basis is like an issue. So like, but like the people that do it, and I think like for Tom, I think he's giving it out of his like pension fund, which we love so much. Like
that's
Tom is our delightful boomer. That oh, by the way, Tom, you should know because like you've been watching Rising. Crystal and Sagar have a new channel called Breaking Points. So just go on YouTube and type in Breaking Points, and you'll find their new channel because they're not on the hill anymore.
It's been really good. I've enjoyed it a lot.
There's some growing pains they have to figure out, but I think that like generally it's
okay.
We
had them too when we moved to Twitch as well. We also moved into the studio, had some growing pains, so like that's totally fine.
So yeah, Tom, Breaking Points.
All right. I think that's everything.
We love you all, and we'll keep you posted on when we'll see you next. But it'll be next week. I'm not sure the time or day, so we'll let you know.
Yeah, we will let you know. All right. See you guys soon. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Basket.